Well, meantime, a new warning about holiday travel and possible delays as the government shutdown is now on its 24th day. The Trump administration pointing to possible chaos for air travel as 13,000 air traffic controllers and 50,000 TSA employees are set to miss their first full paycheck Tuesday. Many employees are calling out sick or they're working two jobs to try to support their families.
I've asked our controllers, please show up for work. And those who do show up for work, I thank them. They're great American patriots who come to work every single day knowing that they don't have a paycheck going into their bank account, even though they're providing critical services to the American economy. So I thank them for coming to work, and I encourage them to continue to come to work as we navigate the shutdown.
All right, NewsNation anchor Natasha Zouves live for us here in the studio. Natasha, what else did the secretary have to say?
Yeah, hey there, Nichole. Good to be with you. So we just listened to that live in the last 30 minutes, and this is where the shutdown stops being abstract or theoretical. It really starts to be felt in real time. So that warning out today, if the shutdown stretches into next week, anyone who is planning to travel, whether it is for work, for family, for holidays, could be facing long lines, mounting delays, outright cancellations. And by Tuesday, the message clear that many workers, thousands of Americans may be facing that choice. Do I keep showing up for work if I am not going to be paid? Now, according to the FAA, there was already a nationwide shortage of air traffic controllers before the shutdown happened, 3,500 fewer than needed already at that point. And many of those who remain have been forced to work overtime already or 6 days a week just to keep flights moving. It's all about to get worse on Tuesday. Since the shutdown began, air traffic control absences have accounted for more than half of all flight delays nationwide. Compare that to just about 5% under normal circumstances. And if the shutdown continues past Tuesday, both controllers and TSA screeners will officially be missing the entirety of their full paycheck.
We're supercharging air traffic controllers, bringing the best and the brightest per the direction of President Trump into this great profession. It takes time to do that. The academy takes time. Then once they're out in one of the facilities, it takes anywhere from 1, 2, sometimes 3 years to get trained up. And so we're getting word back right now from our academy in Oklahoma City that some of our young controllers in the academy and some who have been given spots in the next class of the academy are bailing. They're walking away. They're asking themselves, why do I want to go into a profession where I could work hard and have the potential of not being paid for my services?
They were already facing recruitment issues. I mean, can you blame them, Nichole? It's a pretty bleak looking situation. So Secretary Duffy also mentioning the last paycheck that air traffic controllers received was 90% of what they earned. That goes to zero come Tuesday. And Nichole concerns that this is going to impact all of us. The holidays, starting with Thanksgiving, of course, one of the busiest travel weekends of the year. That's 34 days away, Nichole.
Yeah, only 34 days. So Natasha, what are we seeing today as far as delays or cancellations?
Yeah, so we are keeping a close eye on this. Flight radar tracks delays nationwide. Some major hubs are already starting to back up. Newark still really the issue. Newark Liberty International topping the list. Nearly 9 out of 10 flights there are still delayed right now. Nichole, and airlines and FAA, they're doing everything they can to keep planes moving. But the worry is as the shutdown continues to drag on, today's spot delays could easily become tomorrow's gridlock. We'll keep tracking it.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.